Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and I am here with sketch number 2 from the October Creative Memories virtual crop. I am going to be working with Full Moon Fun since this is what you all voted for on my YouTube community tab this past month. So I'm super excited to share this layout with you. It's inspired by candy corn. So let's get to it. Just need to switch over the camera here a second. There we go. All right. So this whole, I don't know, it just, all of a sudden I looked at this and I just saw a candy corn and I thought, you know what, I wonder if I can recreate it. And I looked at our Happy Hauntings and I looked at our Full Moon Fun collections and I thought, you know what, it's Full Moon Fun all the way. And I'm also going to turn it into a 2-page layout as well. Holding this up so that way if you all want a screenshot of what I've done, you can get that. So let me get this hung up. And I also have pulled out my 13 by 13 mat. I have it a little bit messy because I wanted to make sure I did not forget the candy corn border sticker, which is kind of gonna help our layouts to be a little bit more, I don't know if it's symmetrical, but just cohesive, I guess, is the better word for that. So there we go. All right, so it's a little bit messy right now. Again, like I said, um, I started with a 3-inch triangle, which is, I rarely use the measurements on the sketches now that they've done the measurements. Every once in a while, kind of, maybe a little bit, but not too much. So this one is here, oops, in the corner. I used the paper with the dots, which I forgot to show you the backside of. Here, it's this one with the kind of yellowy orange chevron on the back. And then I'm also using the star paper for the middle part of my candy corn. And I left my strips long on purpose because I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to work out with the layering. And I knew I'm going to flip it and cut it in a minute. I am using white cardstock for the base. And again, I just wanted to kind of get it all put together here. So I'm putting the tape on the cardstock this time. Because like I said, I'm going to just trim it off. I kind of want to line up this bottom edge a little bit. This is a 1¼ inch strip with the orange stars. And then I did a 3/4 inch of this yellow zigzag or chevron or whatever you want to call it. Then I'm just going to put that layer on the cardstock with the tape runner. And here I don't want to waste too much of my paper, but I'm going to just kind of overlap it just a little bit. Now I'm going to grab my scissors. I'm just going to use my regular scissors today. And turn this over, and we're just going to go ahead and cut along where our cardstock is here. There's one side. There's the other side. Okay, I did feel like it went out just a little bit. There we go. A little bit of extra papers. There we go, not cooperating nicely. Okay. So here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and lose those triangles a little bit. I have another strip to use for another project. Maybe I'll make more candy corn triangles later. But I knew I wanted to work on my mat so I could get my candy corn border sticker lined up nicely. It looks like it's going to be between this. I wanted to keep this angle. So here we go between the 3 and the 4. So it's the 3 coming down from the right side and the 4 across the bottom here. This is kind of where I'm eyeballing it to. I just wanted to, like I said, make sure I get the right angle here to mimic what we've already done on this page. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the right side of our layout, and then I will move my mat out of the way and I'll get both pages on the camera, but I at least wanted to get this part done first because it was the trickiest part of the whole thing on the sketch. They have it where it's separated a bit more. They actually put some space in between the strips and the triangle. They start with a 4-inch triangle, and it goes quite a bit into the actual layout. This one was, I think, a little bit longer than the other one. But it's still the 1.25 inch and then the 3/4 strip of the yellow. So just so happened I actually had some candy corn in my house and I double checked kind of to get an idea for the dimensions and the color scheme a little bit here. So I don't know, are you all team candy corn or not so much at Halloween? I know I like the one with the chocolate on it, but my husband does not. So he just likes the classic candy corn. You'll have to add a comment and let me know if you liked candy corn or not so much. Maybe you just like it in the design, and if you like it in the design, hit the thumbs up and let me know. And I appreciate you all being with me this morning and watching. I've got another quieter crew here, but that's okay. I'm happy to have some people who enjoy watching. So I'm guessing we're going to go maybe to the 3 and the 4 again, except for this one is the 3 down here and the 4 in the top. So grabbing the backing off of my sticker, yeah, because we're bringing it up this way. Oh, not. Okay, that is reversed. I'm sorry, I told you the wrong thing. That's what I get for eyeballing it first. Not. Here's the 3. And there's, okay, so it is the 3 and the 4, except for I told you the wrong ones. It's the 3 in the top and the 4 along the side here is what I'm using to mark this angle with. It looks pretty close, not too shabby here. Hopefully, at least it kind of keeps our pattern going. You can see through the 2 pages. So now let me move that out of the way, move this out of the way. And I also pulled out some stickers, which you can kind of see peeping in from the top here. And I also pre-cut my mats with the designer paper. So I have one side here and one side here. Let's work on the right side first. And this one, I did use the orange stripes with the orange and stars on the back. And these I did cut to 4x4. And then I also cut, so I cut 4 of these because we have 2 on each page. And then I cut 6 4x6 mats from this green diamond pattern that has more green, and it had the little haunted house, I think, on the back. It must be on this side. Yep. There's a haunted house here kind of within the pattern, but we're going with the opposite side with the larger green grid on it. And I'm going to start at the top here and work my way over here a little bit. Let me just get these kind of eyeballed real quick again. Need this one on top. Okay, the middle one's on top. These 2 are going out. So these are going to layer just a little bit. And this is going in the center here, which I'll pop up on the foam squares. I do want it to come out just a little hair more. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So let me scoop this down. These are actually in pretty good position here. Okay, scoot that down just a little bit. Let's get rolling here. Looks like it's about 1/2 inch. Let's see real quick. Yep, 1/2 inch there and 1.25 inches from the right side. Just to let you all know roughly where I'm putting the placement of this first one. Usually once I get the first one placed, the rest of it kind of falls in nicely, doesn't it? So we can see our little candy corns peeping out from the top here. And then, here we go. I feel like I put that first one on a little bit crooked. I may have to fix that because it's going to bother me if I don't. Okay, so just a slight fix there, and then we're going to go ahead and put some tape on the back of 2 out of the 3 of these. Because again, like I said, the third one pretty much needs to be popped up because of the nature of these being overlapped a bit. And here we go. This was kind of overlapping just a hair there. This one I think is overlapping just a little bit over here. Hang on, let me make sure. Yep. All right. I'm going to just gently push down on it. And let's get some foam squares. So I need a bigger one down here. So on the sketch, they have it actually going up further, but I almost like it down just a little bit because I do want to be able to see those photos in the top. I guess it kind of, see, it's showing it more up here. No, I don't know. I think I almost too like it down just a little. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And this is why the sketches are guides. Let's see, right here in the center is where I need a foam square. And then we'll ballpark the rest of this here as we go. This is a new one for me. I've done the mats before, as you all know, and the embellishments kind of overlapping a bit, but I've not really ever done a photo mat like this. Okay. So angle these a bit, I think. So that way, these will be coming down in here. And then we need something coming here as well, just to give our photo some extra stability here. All right, there we go. So it's an interesting little, I guess, upside down Y pattern. It'll go face up once I put it on the page, but trying to do this backwards and upside down a little bit. Get you thinking early in the morning here. I'm gonna have to get another sheet of foam squares out. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. I have them. Okay, so making sure I feel where my foam squares are. Lining this up because the foam squares are unforgiving. Once they're down, they're down. There we go. Okay. Right side has its photo mats. It doesn't have its decoration all the way yet, but we'll get there. Let me pull this out, put this back for now. You may wind up with some more of those. I'm going to switch my pages a moment, and we'll get these other ones put down. And you know what? Part of my sticker didn't come off the back. That's interesting. Oh, maybe it did. It just didn't take the white part off. There we go. That's I think a first. But I've had that happen, and usually I don't work white on white, but with that one, that was interesting. Okay, well, glad I noticed that when I was getting ready to put these down here. Okay, so again, we're going to have the two at an angle. These two with the stripes running vertically or up and down because it is still early-ish here, at least on the West Coast. This needs to go up a hair, I think. Let's see. These can come down just a little bit. And how are we? That's pretty good. Okay. Putting away my multi-purpose tool. Let's get some tape on these top ones. Okay, and I'm just trying to gently place it again. I have about an inch in between the last time. And there's those. Let's get tape on these two that are going to be the outside ones first. And then we'll get rolling with the foam squares again. Okay, I'm going to gently place it and gently place this other one just to make sure that I'm in the ballpark that I need to be in here. If I did gently overlap, the other ones are just slightly, I should say, not gently, ever so slightly on the top here. And this is a little bit tighter in. Okay, so these are going to get stuck down. And now this other one's going to come through the middle here just a little bit lower like I did on the other side. So let's get my larger foam square here and here. I think I had one in the top, didn't I? Yep, I think I went with the smaller one on the other one, but that's okay. Here we go. Actually, I think this was out a bit. Get my slightly smaller ones here. I think that's where I did the Y. Okay, here we go. This is about here. And here we go. This is here. Okay, I feel better about that. Get my Y shape going here. And then a couple for stability through the middle here. Okay. Taking the backs off of my foam squares, and here we go. Yep. That looks pretty good. You can still see our little candy canes running kind of through the page a bit. Okay, flip these back so I have my angles correct here. Leave my foam squares out because I have a feeling I'm going to need those again. I did pull out quite a few stickers, and here again is the sketch real quick just so you can see where I'm going with these angles. And I am adding a banner, sticker banner as well up to the top here. And I think when I originally designed this, or when I was thinking about this, I wanted to make sure that the banner would fit above this, and I think it will. So I kind of want it right at the top of the page, and I'm gonna have to move this down so I can see it better. There we go. So what I did was I just cut this sticker in half. This was part of the Full Moon Fun sticker set, and it's just so cute. This one really was a sweet little collection here. Nothing scary about it, just cutesy. Let me get this up just a little bit more, and when I go to do my photo, I'll probably just put my multi-purpose tool underneath there and lift it up a little bit. You could do foam squares, but it just feels a little fussy right now, so I'm not. I do also have a Happy Halloween sticker with a spider web on it, and you know what? I actually do not have the spider web border punch, but if you have that punch, that actually might be a fun addition if you have some of our platinum shimmer, maybe, or black shimmer to do a spider web out of. You could run that instead of the border sticker, or you could even add it through a couple of times as well, or just not do the candy corn in the corners and do the spider webs even. So this is up on my foam squares, but just kind of pulling this one down just a hair, but I think it'll be okay because the photo can still go on and under. And then I also pulled out some of these little striped candies because I thought this would also add to our way our stripes are running on our page. So I'm mimicking what I'm putting down my candy the same way the stripes, and then I'm also adding a few more candy corns here and there. This one may not mimic it completely. These are just kind of all around a little bit. So that one's going to have to look like it's kind of falling through the page a little bit. And then I have the larger one here. So there were 3 candy corns on the sticker sheet, and I wonder if I want that one going this direction. Maybe we'll have it going this opposite direction here. There we go. And our final little striped wrapped candy up here, just to kind of add a little more interest to our page. And again, you could do some foam squares under those as well, but I just didn't. All right, that's it. Here is the left side of my page. It's kind of fun. I don't really work on white all that much, or white cardstock, I should say. But this one just really felt like it seemed right. I tried orange, I tried black, and neither one of those really worked for me. So white it was, and white I think looks wonderful. Here we go. All right, well, thank you again so much for joining me. If you enjoyed my interpretation of this sketch, please hit the thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Until next time.